Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder Express.
Yay, choo-choo!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wissman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another absolutely wild and crazy New Jersey edition of Small Town Murder Express. New Jersey, the Florida of the North, everybody. And here it is. We have a very crazy one for you today. Before we get started, though, definitely do me a favor. Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com and get all your tickets for live shows, get all your merchandise, live shows upcoming. Next ones with tickets available is September 18th in Milwaukee at the Pabst, which is a great venue, and we love going there. It's beautiful. It's like our third time there, I think. Minneapolis the next night, September 19th. Get your tickets right now, Minneapolis. Let's do it. And then October 3rd in Dallas, October 16th and 17th in San Jose and Sacramento, and then November 13th and 14th in Terrytown and Boston. So get your tickets right now and do that. Well, Minneapolis. Get in there, Minneapolis. Get your tickets. Buy them now. So shutupandgivememurder.com. Definitely get yourself Patreon. What are you waiting for?
What is that?
Patreon. What is that?
Tell me more, Jeff.
Patreon.com/crimeinsports, which is the name of our other show.
God damn it. Let's go.
You should listen to. Absolutely. Anybody $5 a month or above, you're going to get everything we put out, including as soon as you subscribe, you're going to get hundreds of back bonus episodes you've never heard before. You can binge on those, almost 400 of them, actually. Then immediately after that, every other week, you get 2 new episodes, one Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder. This week, what you're going to get for Crime and Sports, we're going to talk about the Christian Power Team, which were these guys that were just roided to shit, jacked up, huge lunatics that would go on the religious channel and like bend rebars and tear phone books and then scream about, "Thank you, Jesus, thank you.
Give me the power."
Oh boy, and there's some scandal that goes on after. It's a lot of fun. Then for Small Town Murder, it's internet salad time, everybody. We're going to go all over the internet and find everything that we find interesting that we want to make fun of and talk about it, except for politics, because we feel like you probably hear enough of that shit. So we'll keep it to the other stuff. So patreon.com/crimeinsports. And on top of that, you get everything we put out, all the crime and sports, all of your stupid opinions, all the small town murders, all ad-free. Ad-free with your Patreon. And you get a shout out at the end of the regular show. Jimmy will mispronounce your name all sorts of different ways while trying to get it correct. Now, that said, I think it's time, everybody.
Here we go.
What do you say? Let's all sit back here. We got to clear the lungs here. Let's get going. Here we go. Arms to the sky, and let's all shout. Shut up and give me murder. Yes. Okay. Let's do this, everybody. We are going on a trip here. Let's go to New Jersey. Hear the excitement ripple through the crowd here. Franklin, New Jersey. Now, this is also called Franklin Borough, New Jersey. So
where's that at?
Either way, it is in northwestern New Jersey, in Sussex County up there. It's about an hour and 15 to New York City, and most of that is traffic because the distance is not that far. About 2 hours and 15 minutes to Philly, if you go the other way, and then an hour and 10 minutes to Woodbridge Township, New Jersey, our last New Jersey episode 659. We remember that one well. Suitcases Full of Murder, that was called. Yeah. That was disturbing. Yeah. This is in Sussex County, like I said. Area code 973, population 4,904.
Wow.
So not too big here.
4,904.
That's it. Pretty small. Wow. That's it. Median household income here. This isn't very expensive either, which is strange because it is very commutable to New York City.
Commutable.
So the median household income here is $76,729, slightly above the national average, but not much. Median home cost here, $207,500, which is well below.
How'd they pull that off?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Commutable to New York City and $200,000 home seems.
Is there nuclear waste?
Has to be. Well, it's New Jersey. It's all. Yeah. I mean, it's all New Jersey. Let's be honest. But New Jersey's an expensive place. There's a lot of very expensive towns in New Jersey. Nickname of this town. I bet you I could give you 7 million guesses and you'd never guess it because I was like, what? The fluorescent mineral capital of the world.
Okay. Is it fluorescent because there's nuclear fallout? What's going on?
Probably it. Well, part of it is we're just going to do a drop of history because we have a pretty lengthy story here.
All right.
Basically, this town is located on a rich ore body containing more than 150 minerals, many of them fluorescent, and 25 of which are found nowhere else on Earth except for northwestern New Jersey.
Wow. Like neon and shit like that?
Yeah, wild fluorescent minerals that are only found here, nowhere else on the planet.
Wow.
You can go to Thailand and dig forever and you never find shit. But here in northern New Jersey, they have that and decent pizza. That's all they have. So reviews of this town, here it is. It has 3.3 stars on Niche. So again, you wouldn't go to a Chinese restaurant with 3.3 stars on anything. So here we go. Here is 5 stars. Crime is mostly low here, to my knowledge. Unfortunately.
That I'm aware of.
That I'm aware. I mean, I don't see everything. I like when someone does that. When they're like, listen, I don't know everything. You know what I mean?
I didn't see that one.
To my knowledge. Unfortunately, illegal drug usage sale is prevalent here. Well, yeah, it's called America. You're in. You find me a town where there's not a prevalent drug use that's outside of Utah, and I will give you something.
I'll bet, you know what? It's pretty high there, too.
Oh, it is. I'm just saying they might hide it better.
Yeah. Probably just not in like the rural areas. I'll bet rural Utah.
I would think it's more in the rural areas. In America, that's how it is.
I don't know. Rural Utah, I just see like Colorado City, Arizona, shit like that.
Or that. It's either, FLDS or that. But I mean, like you go to small towns in Arizona, they are meth dens, all of them.
Bad.
Every single one of them is a meth den. It's the only way the place goes. The police force and justice system are doing their best to remove drug-related crime. Other than that, the police are good at what they do, and there is a strong sense of safety here. Okay, here's 3 stars. Franklin is a typical small town, very quiet. It does not have many employment opportunities. You're an hour and 10 minutes from one of the biggest cities in the world. Calm down. It has a couple of supermarkets and a Walmart. Okay, that's not great. The town is famous for the Franklin Mineral Museum, which is worth a visit.
Yeah, also all those minerals. Yeah.
All those minerals. And finally, 1 star. I grew up in Franklin. It's pretty, however, it doesn't have many employment opportunities. Also, it isn't a diverse area. I personally found it difficult. I recently moved back to the area. However, there is now less for children to do than when I lived here 20 years ago. The school is mediocre. My children are bored living here. Yeah, every kid is bored living anywhere.
That's your fault.
You could take a kid and move them to Cinderella's castle in Disneyland. In 3 months, they'd be like, it's boring here.
Yeah.
It would never even, anywhere you move them, they're bored.
You got a Walmart. It's got a toy aisle. You could keep them occupied.
There you go. Yeah. Like any other small town people, go do your time spinning those aisles, my man. That's it. I have found it hard to find employment and a nice place to live. I've decided that it was not a place that I wanted my children to grow up. It is still not at all diverse, and my children also find it difficult to fit in. I will say it is a nice place to visit, but I don't recommend living here. Which for a 1-star review, that's pretty mild, honestly. The whole thing is like, I don't know, it's all right. It's a little boring. Things to do here. Here we go. The Mineral Museum, like we said.
Yeah.
Got to do it. They have days at the Mineral Museum where anyone can come and dig for minerals for $75. You pay $75 and they give you a little shovel and a bag probably, and you go out there and do whatever you want. Go find some shit.
Where are you digging? Just a wild field?
I have no idea. Wild mineral field? I have no clue. And I don't know what you're getting. Is this of any value, or is it just, I don't know what you're doing, but that sounds fun. I mean, I'll dig around for some shiny rocks. That sounds fun. What the hell? It's fun for the kids probably. There's also the Franklin Day Festival. And that is, they say their motto here is bringing the community together.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We have a couple of bands playing there. Swing Sabroso is coming.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Since its inception in 2000, it's generated a growing number of loyal fans throughout the tri-state area and abroad.
Is that right?
They even get outside of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, into the wilds of Pennsylvania and New Hampshire, Maryland even.
These 3 states, we may be in Philadelphia before you know it.
Yeah, I like this, though. Swing Sabroso was formed by Ray Rodriguez, who struggled with cancer and lost his battle in April of 2016.
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck are we doing? You're trying to... This is supposed to be an upbeat... In the other paragraph, they're talking about how this is upbeat, like Latin swing shit, and it's fun, and like... and then also
our
cancer.
founder's dead.
During his long battle, he turned over the band to Eddie Munoz, who has been with the band from the beginning and was a friend for many years. So, don't be mad at Eddie. It's fine. They also say they've completed their third CD.
Yeah. Oh, they got those still.
Oh, boy. Yeah. And then there's Full Blown.
Yeah.
Full blown.
What?
I was going to say, you can put a lot of things on there. That's the first one I thought of, obviously.
Did the founder of this die of AIDS?
What the fuck? They're a vibrant New York-based live band rooted in funk, soul, and urban classics.
Yeah.
So they just play,
Full-blown
covers. Full-blown covers here. Their performances often featured in venues like Cutting Room NYC, Oakley Kitchen, Kumo 27, who cares? Okay. There's also concerts at the Pond.
Yeah.
Where they'll have some concerts, and you know where they are?
Where's that? At the pond?
At the pond.
Yeah. On the water?
We got the Glenn Roberts Band.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also the Miss Franklin pageant that night, so that's fun. Then there's Unhinged, who plays classic rock, hard rock, alt rock. Then there's the Franklin Band. I wonder, sing songs about the town.
Yeah.
And then Mile 39 Band will be there as well. So those are on different weeks.
Very vague sounding everything.
Everything very vague. There's not a lot of descriptions, just that's it here. Okay, concerts begin at 6, by the way. Get your asses in there.
Perfect.
Get some lawn chairs and shit. All right, that said, let's talk about some murder. What do you say, everybody? Let's get into this because this is heavy for an express. Okay, let's talk about a young man first. Well, not a young man anymore, but a young man in the story. Thomas Joseph Koskovich.
TJ Koskovich.
TJ goes by Tommy K. Koskovich. Now, keep in mind that name, Koskovich, because it doesn't sound very Italian, does it?
No, but it does sound familiar, doesn't it?
Koskovich. It sounds like they own it's like a sausage company or something. They make sweet
Polish
sausages
guy,
in the Midwest. It sounds like a Chicago sausage outlet.
Sure.
Now, old Tommy K here, born May 6th, 1978. He is raised, well, we'll just let what a psychologist said later on kind of sum up his childhood here. He was raised in a home plagued by, and I quote, infidelity, violence, substance abuse, gambling, criminal behavior, and suicide attempts.
Wow.
Nice household he's got there. His parents are Stephen Koskovich and Victoria Koskovich, but they won't really raise him the whole time. Don't worry.
Well, they're busy gambling and cheating on each other.
No. That's grandma who does that. These two are different. Stephen has multiple kids. And wait till I tell you about Stephen and Victoria, by the way. We'll get to them in a second. But Stephen has multiple kids and told Tommy when he was young, 7, 8 years old, and he'll admit to this later, he told him, I love you the least of my 3 children, which is hilarious. The fact that it's fine to love everybody. Let's face it, we say, I love all my kids equal. Bullshit. You got a pecking order like everybody else does.
Yeah.
We all do.
And they change from time to time.
Oh, yeah, you're jockeying for position over here.
Yeah.
I would never tell them where they are in the pecking order. No one should. Don't tell them that.
If they get arrested and and it costs me money, they know where they stand.
Oh, they're in 3rd place now. You just went from 1st to 3rd like you're in Mario Kart and you spun out.
When you cost me money, you hit a banana. I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But he told him that. I mean, to feel the need to sit a child down and make sure he knows that you love him the least that's wild, the thought. Yeah, it's one thing to know it and feel it, but to sit him down and tell him is wild. In between, episodes
Hello,
of
number 3.
Wah Wah Wubsy, you're doing this. Yeah. Now, his parents...
Glad you're learning to count today because you're number 3.
Yeah, 1, a 2, a 3. Now, on top of that, Stephen's judgment is terrible anyway, the father. That's a terrible judgment, but that's not the original sin by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. Stephen and Victoria, Tommy's mom and dad, are step siblings. So, right there.
What in the fuck?
Back away from the mic. I don't even know what to say about that. Who the fuck marries their stepsister? This isn't Pornhub. What are you doing?
Somebody's done it. They're not the only ones, but that's the first ones I've heard of.
There's no blood relation, but it's just not done. You just don't marry your step sibling.
Yeah.
That's just fucking weird. I mean,
that's disgusting.
Wow, that is the next step of porn. There is
actually. Oh no, it's on the homepage.
No, but that's the next step. Actually, marrying them. There's no porns that I married my stepsister. Like they
not
don't
just fucking them.
They don't come in a tux and a wedding gown and then start going at it. You know what I mean? Like this is like, hey, mom's out for the afternoon.
Yeah,
different deal.
The next taboo on the homepage. It's got to be.
That's the next one. So I mean, raised in the same house. I mean,
gross.
It's gross. It's just gross. Stephen leaves the family when Tommy's about 10 years old.
Yeah.
So really, he left two families. He doubled up there. He
left a lot.
His now Victoria, a couple years later, she just takes off too to go live with a boyfriend and leaves Tommy 12, 13 years old just with the grandma. Wow. With her grandma, with her mom, I believe.
Yeah.
So parents abandon him completely. Gone. They don't care. And, probably better if the dad tells you, I love you the least.
Yeah.
Probably better he's not around. So he basically, both parents just kind of shit him off there and, send him off to the grandparents. Oh, by the way, he's got some interesting issues. Number one, he feels that his toy soldiers and trees and things of that nature are sentient and can feel things. Like his toy soldiers.
Do they talk to him?
No, that's another level of whatever.
Okay.
But he just thinks that they're that. And also, he says this for years, that from the age 6 on, he heard what he called whispers, hearing voices from a, quote, evil false prophet.
Yeah, it's almost like you shouldn't fuck your step siblings.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean, not that that's going to have any genetic basis on it, but
no,
it's going to make a weird kid. I'm sorry. Genetics aside, it's going to make a fucking weird kid. It's just weird.
They're going to find out how you met. Know.
Yeah. How'd you meet Mom and Dad? Well when I was 8 and she was 6, her dad brought her over, and oh boy, was I intrigued. I'll tell you what.
Her dad married my mom. Wait.
I met her at a wedding, our parents' wedding. So they send her to live with Bertha Lippincott. Believe that is Thomas's mom, Dad's mom. Bertha's an addict, according to everything here. An addict. She abuses prescription painkillers at the time. Apparently, according to other I don't know for sure, but according to everybody's sources, she was an alcoholic and a compulsive gambler. I also hear Bertha and attempted suicide on multiple occasions.
All those things were just Bertha?
That's just the grandma.
God damn.
Which to me, that's like, my parents could have been a little whatever, and but the grandparents were always like the
safety.
The safe spot. Yeah, they'd send me to the grandma's house, and I knew everything was fine. That was so to have grandma be insane. I mean, my grandmother was insane, but in a loving way. She wasn't like this. She was just from Italy, and
this is his safe pocket.
This is safe place, and it's described as a house that's filthy, chaotic, and overcrowded. And when I say filthy, wait till you hear from his uncle later, who says he slept in abandoned buildings in Harlem in the 80s, and he felt way more clean than being in this house.
It was cleaner than this house.
It was clean. Yeah, he said the rats, the better, everything was better. No, we're talking police come from time to time. Not a lot of food in the house.
Right.
Laundry's not getting done. No supervision. Kind of run wild. It's not good.
Oh boy.
Live like one of the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia. Now at the house, he's got an uncle named Leonard Koskovich, Uncle Lenny. Now Uncle Lenny is basically in the couple years when he's got formidable years here, Tommy, from like 13, 14, 15, these are the only years that Lenny is not in prison in his adult life.
Is that right?
And he's spending them being the male role model for this child. Yeah, which is obviously not good. Lenny himself describes himself as a, quote, menace to society.
Nice.
An addict and a career criminal, spent his whole life in prison. This is Uncle Lenny, said that he taught Tommy how to be like him.
Oh, no. He
gave him drugs. He gave him pills. He gave him all sorts of shit. They said that basically, Tommy was smoking cigarettes by age 8. Yeah. Which is my grandfather told me he started smoking when he was 9.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. But that was like in the 30s and like his father's an immigrant and they were like, he dropped out of school at 12 to cut hair like my grandfather. Like it was a different time.
Yeah.
Depression was going on and shit.
This is the 80s. Cigarettes on and off from 10 till
10?
10 I was smoking, but I didn't have a habit.
8 is crazy.
That's insane to have a habit 8.
It's insane to not be afraid of being burned by one when you're 8. 8 is a very small child. That's, what is that, 3rd grade? That's you can't smoke it. You still have like cartoon character backpacks. You can't be having a pack of Newports in there. That's crazy. Hey, get me my cools out of there.
Yeah.
Open up Dora's mouth and get me my cools out, would you? Like that's insane.
I had a whole ass habit when I was 16 though that I was supporting on my own because I had a job and.
Well, yeah, 16 is different. A lot of kids smoke at 16, but 8 is a whole different deal.
That's crazy. Yeah.
He was drinking beer by 12 or 13, which I've heard worse in Wisconsin. That's considered a late bloomer.
That is
late bloomer. Then
that's waiting to retirement.
Yeah, weed, hard liquor, pills, LSD, everything. He's into prescriptions a lot, opioids and barbiturates. He likes a drug called Fioricet. Fioricet, which is acetaminophen, caffeine, a barbiturate, also all mixed in. It's for migraines, apparently.
Sounds like fucking syrup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they're pills.
Oh.
They're pills that you take for migraine. So he would also steal Bertha's pills out of her purse, and him and his uncle would get high. They said basically later on, psychologists will say that Tommy pretty much is emotionally arrested at about 11 years old. It's about where
That's not good.
Where he goes. He wants life in the fast lane, little Tommy. This is the thing. This is what little Tommy wants. At some point, in the midst of this childhood, he starts telling people that he can't wait to grow up and kill people because he wants to join the mafia. It's not the army, first of all. You don't really join. You kind of have to. And
there's no draft.
He wants to be a mafia hitman.
Okay,
but you don't have one very specific qualification for being in the mafia. Number one,
that's one. They're not going to trust you.
Is going to hold you back. That's number one.
You're already in the hole.
Yeah, you can't just show up and be like, "Who do I got to kill to be in the club, guys?" That doesn't work. He thinks that killing someone, if he kills someone, then he can go to the mafia and be like, "Look, I killed this guy," and they'll be like, "Oh, well, yeah, you're a private now," and like give him a little uniform, a little suit with like no stripes on it,
Right? They got a guy that yells at him to do push-ups.
Yeah, well, no, it's eat that pasta, and you got to keep eating it. There's different things. Yeah, stuff that
more
cannoli.
Meatballs.
More meatballs. Let's get that meatball. Let's go. Come on. Make it in a ball.
Say gabagoo.
Gabagoo. All right. Come on. Drop the O off the prosciutto. Let's go. He also would like to be a Navy SEAL. So he's got very high aspirations. He wants to be a mafia hitman Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Which sounds like what a 13-year-old would say.
That's absurd.
That's what a kid in 7th grade would say. I'm going to be a mafia hitman and a Navy SEAL. Oh, okay, great. And then an astronaut and a movie star and, so he's got a buddy who's not quite as fucked up, but, he's pushing it. Jason Arthur Vreeland, V-R-E-E Land, okay? Born September 5th, 1979. His parents are, he's got a dad named Arthur, we'll talk about here. His dad is described as violent and abusive.
So clearly we bond over that. That's going to be our... That's our talking points.
We're not sure if he knows his ranking among the children, though. That's one thing. We don't know if he knows that. And they moved constantly.
Yeah.
They have to move all the time, different towns, and basically every time Jason get in a new school, he'd get picked on because that's New Jersey. And I did the same. When I moved a lot when I was a kid, went to a shitload of different schools in New York. And
what
people
year is this?
Try to fuck with you. He was born in 79. So 80s, our age, basically, these guys. So... But that's what you got. You got picked on, and you better be, funny or quick to punch or something. But
or just take it and fucking move along if that's what you're going to be.
Yeah. So now Jason's got an incident that happened that he describes as the bus incident. He said, "Quote: I got pulled off a school bus by a bully. The bus driver didn't care. The bully opened the door, pulled me out, and started to beat the living hell out of me."
Yeah.
He said the driver didn't care, and so he didn't trust adults after that. He gets a broken arm, and he said the driver watched the whole thing happen.
Broke bones. Jesus.
Hey, you know what? It's none of my business. You're in.
Yeah.
Jersey's a very none of my
kid.
business state. Hey, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's between the two of yous. I don't know.
I don't know who did what. I don't want to get on the wrong side of this.
Ain't my problem over here right now. Age 14, he's using drugs. He said, quote, I really acted out in school so I would fit in. The other kids saw me as the kid who would do crazy things and take a ton of drugs, which is another way to not get picked on if you're the crazy guy. And it seemed every time I moved and went to another school and being the new kid, I was picked on. The only kids who didn't seem to pick on me were the druggies. Now, druggies are very accepting.
They're very passive folks.
That crowd is very accepting in high school. They really are, because they're the outcasts. That's why they're doing drugs when they're 16. So
also, because what we're doing is illegal. So
yes,
if you're doing it too, we're both
probably
criminals.
Got a similar background.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the jocks might come from a different background,
Sure.
and they see that you're different, and they pick on you. So he went to a technical school on and off, got bad grades, got in fights all the time, just looking for friends and looking for a place to fit in and looking to not get picked on. And then he meets Tommy, who's kind of a crazy guy, and he's a year older than him, and kind of sees him as kind of not a protector, but almost kind of a guy he can have some sort of kinship
little worse
with.
for the wear, so he's a little tougher. He can handle
Maybe,
things.
yeah, exactly. Like you go to his grandma's house, you're like, "Whoa, this place is makes my house look like Little House on the Prairie here."
They say you were number 3. Is that right?
Number 3, eh? So Jason really latches on to Tommy, and and Tommy's he's full of shit and he's charismatic, and a lot of times. Kids who are looking for something will gravitate toward kids like that. He's talking about guns all the time, Tommy, talking about killing. He talks about the mafia. He's got a car, a really shitty, beat to crap Chevy Cavalier with a fucked up muffler that's insanely loud that you can hear from a half mile away, and a broken headlight. So he's got a fucked up loud padiddle Cavalier. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. There's also a guy named Michael Conklin. Conklin, who's 19 years old, is another one of Tommy's friends, but he doesn't figure too much into this story, but we'll talk about him. April 8th, 1997. Tommy proposes to Michael Conklin, let's break into Adventure Sports, which is a hunting and fishing store, like a Cabela's or something, but, small, just one-off family
Small
owned.
Bass Pro,
It's on Route 23 in Franklin Borough. Sells camping gear, fishing rods, guns, things of that nature. Outdoorsy shit. Now, Tommy had been in the store and scouted it out, even picked out which guns he wants in there.
Really?
So Conklin agrees to help. They get into Tommy's blue Chevy Cavalier. They drive past the Franklin Borough Police Station to see if any cops are milling about. And they don't seem to be.
And if they are, they're going to hear us because my muffler's fucked up.
They're probably going to pull me over. No cops around, so Conklin drops Koskovich off at the store. Well, Tommy gets dropped off at the store. Conklin parks the car at a nearby apartment complex and waits. Apparently, Tommy takes a baseball bat and smashes the front window of the store in.
So much for subtlety.
No alarm.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So,
one way to know.
If you hear the glass, then it's one thing. If not, it's fine. No subtlety here whatsoever. They're not picking locks or anything.
You tell me, a place that sells guns has a window that you can bash through and no alarm goes off?
No wee goes off. That'll come up later. Don't worry.
Well done, guys.
He takes 3 handguns, a 40 caliber, a 22 caliber revolver, and a 45 also.
Big ones.
Big ones, yeah. Well, except for the 22, but whatever.
2 big ones, though.
2 big ones. After about 20 minutes, he's back at the car, and they're driving away. They drive to a laundromat where Tommy stashes the 3 guns under the hood of his car, changes his pants, and then they go back to Conklin's house, and Tommy crashes out there the next night.
All right.
The next morning, Tommy's showing the guns off. He gives Conklin the 40 cal, and he keeps the 22 and 45 for himself.
Really?
Puts them in a duffel bag and leaves. Now, the original plan was to sell the guns, or at least some of them, to be able to buy cocaine, to be able to flip the cocaine for profit. So they want to start a coke business with these guns, okay?
Yeah, you gotta get that seed money, James.
And at the same time, and this is an odd thing, we've seen, you know, any kind of, I've seen it in real life too, but I mean, you can watch any movie you want or TV show and someone's starting drug dealing and stuff. It's a pretty, you know, it's an involved endeavor. You got to get into it all.
You got to know.
They also have a side thing they want to do since they have a gun or two now. Right. They want to also, this is Tommy's idea, they want to rob pizza delivery drivers. Oh my God. Which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard because I delivered plenty of pizza. Every time you go back into the store, you drop your fucking money off for the most part. Or you might keep, but what do you got, $80 on you? You don't have thousands of dollars.
You can't run around with 100 pizzas in your car. By the time you get to the last one, they'll be like, I'm not eating that.
No, exactly.
Nor am I paying for it.
At one place, I'd keep the money at the end of the night. You'd cash out like a waiter, basically. But it still was like, would I have $120 on me? Like, it wasn't like worth killing a person over. It's silly. So Conklin asks him the question. He says, why? Why you want to sell cocaine? That's one thing. You make some money or whatever. Why do you want to rob pizza delivery people? That sounds stupid.
Great
better
question.
people to rob than that. Yeah. Out of all these kids, he's the only one that went,
why?
Why? And everyone went, huh? I don't know. Like that old Mr.
Mr. got a point.
Remember the old Mr. Show sketch where they were going to blow up the moon?
Yeah.
They were going to blow up the moon and they had a monkey who was going to press the detonation button and the monkey did sign language and the monkey asked why and they all went, and then they went and got a new monkey that didn't have no sign language. That's what they did. That was the solution.
Sucks.
So Tommy said, quote, "They're easy targets. I just want to kill someone for the thrill of it."
Okay, so now you're not robbing people.
Well, you rob them too.
Yeah, but that's not the point of it.
That's not the point. And the mafia really wants you to rob pizza delivery men. That's how you get into the mafia. That's like that's AA, AAA. It's the minors.
When you bring your resume, if there's a 0 next to pizza delivery men killed, you're not getting hired.
You're not getting. They're like, how many pizza guys you off? Huh? I'm not seeing any on here. I don't know what the. You're gonna go back and kind of work that resume a little more.
Go dig some holes, man.
Come back in a couple of years. So for the next week and a half, they put a murder plan together of they're going to try to basically just let's rob a pizza guy and kill him just for the fun of it. Okay. So April 18th, 1997, Tommy tells his friend Christine Slater, a young lady here, a teenage girl in the friend group. He's hanging out with Christine and he tells her basically everything. He says, I'm going to order a pizza. I'm going to have it delivered to a remote address and I'm going to kill this delivery person. Mm-hmm. And she said,
why?
Why?
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what she said.
Why?
Yeah, pray tell.
Yeah.
And he said, well, because I want to join the mafia. Duh.
Okay. Yeah.
And you join by killing someone, which is, again, not
They're going to hear
works.
about it. I'm not even going to have to go find them.
It'll get through the grapevine. A guy in a suit will come knock on my door. A guy in a tracksuit will come and, hey, come here, he's eating a sandwich. You know the guy. She doesn't call the cops or anything like that because she thinks it's Tommy running his mouth. He thinks he's going to get in the mafia for killing a pizza guy. He's just an idiot. Who cares?
Because this is a dumb thing to think.
Yeah. And I've heard people say, kids when I was a teenager, say dumber shit than that, and you just ignore them and nothing ever happens. That's the way it works. Now, he tells Michael Conklin as well. Conklin said, I don't want any part of that.
Oh.
He's the why guy. Yeah. He was like, I don't see a point to this. I'm not getting involved in this. He also tells a kid named Jason Kelly. It's a long story, but Jason Kelly, the Kelly family, Robert and April are his parents. Tommy helped them out while a member of the family had cancer, and Tommy did things for the family and fucking mowed the lawn and was a real big help to these people while somebody in their family had cancer. So
Did
he tells
a Spanish music band.
That I'm not sure about. So he tells 2016 he lasted till. So he tells Jason about this too, and he asks Jason, "Can you get me some .45 caliber bullets?"
You were just in the shop.
Didn't get those. He got the guns, but forgot to get any bullets for them.
What the fuck?
So Jason Kelly, not Jason Vreeland, Jason Kelly gives him the bullets.
Oh, he's got him on hand.
He asked him for him. Mm-hmm. So then the next day, Saturday, April 19th, 1997, they're at Tommy's house, Tommy's grandma's house. He spends part of the day with his girlfriend, Kimberly Prestige. At 8 p.m., Tommy is over at Conklin's house now, Mike Conklin's house, the Y guy. Conklin's mother, Florence, sees Tommy, said that he seemed anxious at that point. About 9:30, Jason Vreeland and Tommy, they're at Tommy's house, and the two of them get all dressed up to leave the house. Tommy straps on the .45 caliber semi-auto across his chest underneath his shirt. Vreeland puts the .22 caliber revolver in his chest under his shirt. So they take a phone book, because at the time he needed a phone book, and then they go to Dunkin' Donuts with a phone book, okay? Which all the teenage kids do. You grab a phone book, you go to Dunkin' Donuts, it's a party, remember?
He doesn't know the phone number to the pizza joints?
Well, there's a thing here. They copy down a list of phone numbers of local pizza places on a piece of paper.
Okay, so
Go through the list. To see where they are.
Yeah.
They get change. They even bum some change off Kimberly, Tommy's girlfriend. She gives them some change so they can make calls. 11:30 p.m. now. Let's fast forward 2 hours. That was 9:30. At 11:30, they end up back with Kimberly. She says later on that Tommy and Jason came back around 11:30 and they were wrecked and falling all over the place, quote unquote. She said that earlier in the day, Jason Vreeland had nothing in his wallet. Now he had a $5 bill. And the next day, he's got about $170 and she doesn't know where it came from. Okay. So let's find out where it came from. At 9:30, they're at Dunkin' Donuts. About 9:50, or they were heading to Dunkin' Donuts. About 9:50, they're driving in the Cavalier. They have their pizza place numbers. They drive the blue Cavalier out to Scott Road in Franklin Borough. It's a middle of nowhere country road, basically. They pick an address. They're looking for addresses on this street.
Right.
They pick 196 Scott Road, which is an abandoned house. Empty.
All right.
And nobody lives there, and the house has got some distance between them. There are houses there on the street, but they're not, right on top of each other. But this house is empty and dark. So they drove past it, got the address of it, and then went to Dunkin' Donuts. From 10 p.m. to 10:06, they're on the Dunkin' Donuts payphone making phone calls.
Yeah.
Here. We find out at 10 o'clock they called one pizzeria. So they call pizzeria number 1.
Yes.
They refuse to go to Scott Road. It's too far out there, and they don't know where it is. So they're like, we're not fucking going where we don't know.
We're not sending a guy to be vulnerable out in the middle of nowhere. No.
No, it's too far. That's it. They call 10:01, pizzeria number 2. They're not doing deliver. They don't deliver to that area. 10:02, pizzeria number 3. They don't deliver to Scott Road out there, too far. Because every pizza place has a radius of where they deliver.
Got a window. Yeah.
Now, I worked for small, family-owned pizza places. It's not like Domino's where it's a hard window or something like that. At a small-town place, they're like, it's all right, fine. Yeah, take the order.
We'll come to that one. Yeah.
I remember asking the owner, will we deliver here? And he goes, and see how busy they are. And they're like, I guess so. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, sure.
I've done that before. 10:03, they called Tony's Pizza and Pasta in Hardyston, New Jersey. Yeah. How many Tony's Pizza and Pasta are there? There's 3 within 3 miles of my house. 3 Tony's. So they pick up the phone and they ask, is Jeremy Giordano working tonight? And the guy on the phone says, yeah, Jeremy's here. And then they hang up the phone.
Okay.
Because they know a guy who works at one of these pizza places who does deliveries. Yeah. Okay. They call pizzeria number 4. They say it's too far out, not doing it. They call pizzeria number 5. The kid answering the phone says he'll do the order, but then the owner, the boss, says no, Scott Road's too far, so they cancel the order midway. Then they call back to Tony's Pizza and Pasta.
Yeah.
And they said, will you deliver out there? And they said yes. And so they place an order for 2 large cheese pies, okay? 2 large cheese pizzas. It's $16.50, which I love 90s Northeast pizza prices. Yeah. That's like exactly $8.25 is like exactly what they were at the place I worked at the time. So that's pretty funny. Going to 196 Scott Road. At 10:30 p.m., the kids are back at Scott Road, Tommy and Jason. They park the Cavalier in a way that they can basically they backed into the driveway of this house. They load the guns. 22 caliber for Vreeland, 45 for Tommy, and they stand out on the curb of the house in jackets waiting for the pizza. 10:35 p.m. here, Jeremy Giordano, by the way, who's 22 years old.
Oh, my God. They know the guy.
They know the guy. He gets the order. He's been delivering pies for a while at Tony's. From all I can understand, he sounds like a real nice kid, this Jeremy, too.
Yeah.
Everybody says, oh, sweet kid. He's been a delivery driver, so he knows all these roads. Believe me, I delivered pizzas when I was a teenager. I knew every fucking road in the delivery area, every little tiny road, which was great because there's a lot of little places to go smoke weed and places like that. It's good to know.
Side pockets, sure.
You know how it is. So he knew every shortcut. He knew everything. Now, the owner of the pizza place is Giorgio Gallara, Gallara. Goes by George because, it's easier.
Yeah.
He's 25, and he owns the pizza place at 25.
Wow.
He bought the pizza place when he was 21. He'd been working there since he was 13.
Yeah, parking cars.
Parking cars out front. So, yeah, he, I guess when the owners wanted to retire, he said, I'll take over. So he did. Now,
Little Georgie got it. That's
Little
nice.
Georgie.
Yeah.
Little Giorgio. So George has a girlfriend named Laura who's waiting in the parking lot for him. They have a 4-year-old daughter as well who's also in the parking lot out there waiting for Georgie to get off work. George to get off work. They have a camping trip planned for the morning. They already have the car loaded. They're all ready to go. Now, George, though, being a decent guy and a guy who owns a pizza place and gives a shit about his employees, actually, says, something doesn't feel right about this. I don't like it. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's late. It's just a weird call. The hang up. They called back 2 minutes later.
Very East Coast and Italian to have some
suspicion.
I don't like this.
And he doesn't say don't go. He goes, I'm coming with you. How's that?
Oh,
we'll
how
go together.
about that?
Me and you together, okay?
Yeah.
So they hop in Jeremy's 95 Pontiac Grand Am, which is a great car for back then.
A Grand Am?
If I was in 97... In 1997, if I had a 95 Grand, never mind what it is, it's 2 years old. Every car I had at that point was 10 years old. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah, the seats in these were so comfortable. They were that like plush.
Oh, I remember.
Almost like plush velvet.
Velour.
They were such great fucking seat and puffy as shit.
They're nice. So they drive out 1045 to Scott Road, and basically they get up to the house.
Yeah.
Jeremy's driving. George is in the passenger seat. Car pulls up to the curb with the passenger side facing the boys on the curb there. So it's on their right, on the car's right. Now, they say 1650. George is the guy in the passenger seat. He says 1650. So Tommy looks at Jason and says, you got money? And Jason says, yeah. And then Tommy goes, oh, no, never mind. I got the money. And reaches into his jacket pocket, pulls out the .45, and empties the clip into the car.
Oh, my God.
Empties the clip. 7 shots. Bang, 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 bang. Quick as he could. Jason then fires the .22 into the car as well. They're just opening fire on this car. Like there's Sonny Corleone in the fucking car at the toll booth. Wow. So 2 of the bullets from the .45 enter the right side of Jeremy Giordano's neck and exit out the left side.
Oh.
The medical examiner later will say those bullets killed Jeremy pretty much instantly.
It's over. Done
2 more .45 caliber rounds hit Jeremy in the left knee. Both bullets will be recovered later. Now, Giorgio Gallara in the passenger seat, 5 bullets on him, 5 wounds. A graze across the bridge of his nose, 2 wounds to his right elbow, 1 large caliber wound to the right side of the face. That's the fucking .45. Shit. And then the fatal shot, though, is a .22 caliber bullet that enters the back of his head.
Really?
Yes. So 1 came from the .22, 1 deadly bullet came from the .45.
Yeah.
Then Jeremy's foot comes off the brake because they were still in drive, and the Grand Am starts rolling.
Right.
And gets kind of stuck in a muddy, brushy area there.
Okay.
Engine still running. We don't know. So Tommy and Jason run to the car, open the passenger door. They grab Giorgio Gallara by the jacket and pull him face down onto the ground.
Right, because they got nothing out of this so far. So far, it's just
they got
a
pizza.
Ridiculous murder.
The pizzas are on the ground, by the way, because they handed the pizzas out to him. So then goes over to the driver's side, does the same to Jeremy, and then they didn't know it was Jeremy till now.
Yeah.
Jason, when he pulls him out, he yells, "That's Jeremy! That's Jeremy! We shot fucking Jeremy!" Wow. Didn't want to shoot Jeremy. Yeah. That's why they were didn't want to do that to begin with. Now, Tommy doesn't know either person and doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't care. Yeah.
So that's how we know that Jason was making the calls, because he knew about Jeremy and Tommy doesn't know Jeremy. So Tommy starts rifling their pockets, basically, for cash. Just crazy. They climb into the Grand Dam, search the interior, the glove box, get a few more bucks. They get a wallet off of a small amount of cash in the wallet and Giorgio Gallara. 2 pizzas on the ground next to the bodies. They don't even take the pizzas. Talk about disrespect.
A waste.
2 good, decent.
That's good pizza.
North New Jersey pizzas on the ground. I find that offensive. It's like, obviously the murder's offensive.
Murder's terrible.
And it's horrible. And it's obviously the overriding main horrible thing.
Clearly.
But on a side note, this hurts me. This hurts my heart. I don't like seeing pizza wasted like that.
But the war on pizza in this country is alive and well. And
it's got to stop
this
now.
is just a brutal waste of 2 pizzas that were very edible, I'm sure of it.
Absolutely. Fucking delicious, I bet.
Yeah.
So Jason tries to back the Grand Am out of the mud, but it's stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
So Tommy says, forget the car. They're going to steal the car, too. But they said, forget the car. They run back to the Cavalier. As they're running, Tommy says, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we did this. And then Jason says, I love you, man. And then they hug in the middle of the street. Quick bro hug before we hop in for our murder
Bud Light
getaway.
commercial.
Just a quick one. Yeah.
I love you,
man. So that's what they do. Then they get in the Cavalier, drive away. By 11 p.m., they stopped at the Presbyterian church where they got out, walked to the front door, and made the sign of the cross and left.
Okay. Now they think they're the fucking Boondock Saints?
That's what I mean. This is ridiculous. Jesus. He doesn't know. That's what a mob hitman would do, right?
Yeah. Gotta go up
okay.
Fucking, yeah, as long as you ask forgiveness.
What do you think they did next, Jimmy?
They go burn a saint, James? Is that what they did?
To have their own ceremony.
Did they take that phone book and look up the mob?
They went bowling. As you do, right? I mean, I love bowling, but so on the way home, they ditched evidence too. Jason been wearing black gloves and had a blood-stained shirt. He threw the shirt into a stream as they drive past, which will later be recovered, by the way, along with receipts from Tony's Pizza, the bill for it, the guest check thing, and also Galera's identification card and driver's license and all that kind of shit. Now, Tommy takes off his khakis with blood all over them while he's driving and puts on a clean pair of white jeans. Who the fuck wore white jeans in 1997? What a dork.
That's a wild. Why does he
I'm gonna
have
tell
those?
You, no teenagers wore white jeans in 1997.
Not males.
You'd get a pick. Oh, yeah, women can wear whatever they want as long as their ass looks great. We would have got picked on unmercifully for that in the Northeast.
Jeans. Your friends would run by you and drag their shoe on your fucking thigh.
Yeah, oh yeah. You'd be kids would kick you right in the ass. Now my shoes on your ass all day. You can't have that. So they put the khakis into a gym bag. They get back to Tommy's house. They stuff both guns and the bloody khakis into a gym bag and hide the gym bag under a pane of glass outside the house. Just leave it there. Yeah. Okay. Then they go bowling. I don't know if this is we don't know if this is like an alibi. We don't know what they do. I think Tommy not bad, about a 175. He's pretty good. I'll tell you what. So then they go home and they fall asleep on Tommy's couch. Now Kimberly was in there at some point and said they were wrecked and all over the place at 11:30. Okay.
So were they drinking? What were they doing?
That's what we're trying to figure out what happened after that. Or I don't know if they were just pretending like, hey, we went out and got wrecked and that was our thing, not murdered people. Sunday, April 20th, 1997 comes along the next day, and the Pontiac Grand Am is still stuck in the mud. Yeah. Still sitting there. There's a 911 call pretty early, and a patrolman, an officer, pulls up, finds the Grand Am, the muddy, in a muddy patch, both doors ajar, 2 adult males face down in the grass, large amount of blood both inside and outside the car, and 2 pizzas sitting there. Now, after eating a couple of slices,
of course,
you got to process the scene, see how it's. That's part of the report. Was the pizza any good? People are going to want to know.
The report had a lot of grease on it.
It's the thing, greasy sauce stains. So they find 6 spent .45 caliber shells recovered on the road in front of the abandoned house. 2 more spent .45 casings recovered from the front passenger seat of the Grand Am. 2 large caliber bullets in the left knee, a .22 caliber bullet in the back of the head. Yeah, so this is crazy. Now the investigation, Tony's Pizza and Pasta gets a phone call from the police the next morning. And they said, yes, the 2 pizzas went out around 10:30 the night before to 196 Scott Road because the owner was going to be away that weekend, so I'm sure he's got a manager opening up. You know what I mean? They said, yes, Jeremy Giordano was doing driving. Yes, Giorgio Galera, the owner, went with him. They never came back. We didn't know what happened. Then they talked to the girlfriend, Giorgio's girlfriend, who waited in the parking lot. She waited for a long, long fucking time. She tells them about that. At the same time, this is becoming news around town, and Christine Slater hears about it, the friend that they told about it, who blew it off. So she calls the goddamn cops right away. She says she called the cops. She's like, I know who did it. She said, my friend Tommy told me 2 days ago he was going to do this because he wanted to join the mafia and he wanted to kill a pizza delivery person and steal the car. And then what you do is you give the car as a tribute to the mob boss, and then he lets you in. Here's a 95 grand dam, and he goes, you're my son now. And then you burn a saint.
In 5 years, when it's out of warranty, you will call it a 95 goddamn. Because every 2 weeks, this thing's going to give you problems.
It's going to be a fucking problem. So he said he wants to do that. He said he told me how he was going to do it, and this is exactly what I heard happened.
Wow.
So this is not good. Now, number one, she heard about it ahead of time and didn't say anything. So this could be a crime for her.
Uh-huh.
But they don't really care because she's a teenager, and she said, I didn't think he was going to fucking actually do anything.
Seriously.
He talks all the time. He's been saying this for years. Then they get a second tip, though. Stephen Madden's a guy who lives on Scott Road, and Saturday evening before 10 p.m., he sees a blue Chevy Cavalier with a loud muffler drive past his house. Yeah. Very distinct car. Maybe 15, 20 minutes later, he sees the same car drive past again, loud muffler. 2 other Scott Road residents saw and heard the same car. One headlight out, loud muffler. Yeah. So they talk about it. He calls the police. So now they have the guy putting them at the scene. They have the friend saying that she, told them to.
They said they were going to do it, and we've got 2 people that saw his dumb fucking car.
Stupid car.
Idiot.
So April 21st, 1997, the next morning, we're talking middle of the night, not even morning, 2:30 and 5:30 in the morning, they arrest both of these idiots.
At their homes asleep.
Oh, yep. They pull Tommy out of his bed at his grandma's house. They read him his rights like 7 times, by the way, at the scene, in the car, at the station, before they interrogate him. I mean, he gets his rights read a lot, by the way. When they search him, they find, just his person, a pouch containing 26 pills, later identified as Fioricet, 12 marijuana seeds just loose in his pocket. Who the hell keeps seeds in their pocket loose?
He kept this like he's going to grow.
Just loosey-goosey in your pocket.
You're not going to grow that. Throw them away.
And 5 $10 bills. Big haul from this robbery here. They take him to the police guard. He signs the Miranda sheet. They do an inventory search. They do all that. He signs a waiver twice, by the way, Miranda waiver. Then he sits down and for 46 minutes tells the cops every goddamn thing in the world, Tommy does. Just tells them everything. Confesses to the murder. Not a good mafia audition here, guy.
He thinks when he gets out, he's got a career now.
He walks them through the planning. Then he tells them, well, I burglarized Adventure Sports 11 days ago. That's how I got the gun. So then they close that case. They know what happened to that. Yeah. He says we went to the payphone. Goes through the entire thing, basically. Word by word, step by step. Everything I told you before came from his and Jason's own mouths.
He told them how he premeditated a cold-blooded murder that turned out to be 2 fortuitously.
Yep, and a robbery, and he even told about how they hugged in the street. It's not good.
He even admitted, I love you, man.
Yeah, and then he said, he took some drugs yesterday, but he's of clear enough mind to figure it out today, to talk to them. He's fine. He said the police weren't coercing him or putting any pressure on him. He said he was treated fine with no problems. Here's a couple quotes from him. Quote, the guy was screaming all the way to the bushes. It rang right through my head. I don't know why. I was scared. Then another quote, it makes it so you can do anything. It's not so much you don't know what you're doing. You're fearless or heartless. I have no remorse because I didn't know the people. Jay felt bad for Jeremy.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting. Now, Jason sits down, and he gives a partial statement too. He claims, though, that he only shot at the dashboard with his gun. So that's it. Wow. So I pretended to be doing it. Meanwhile,
you missed.
You missed, and you hit a guy in the fucking head. His confession here, this is the funniest thing. They're talking about murder. Yes, we did it. Yes, we did all this. But when asked how he got home the next day, he told police that, this is Tommy, he told police that he didn't drive Vreeland home, and they said, why? Why did you refuse to drive him home? He said, I didn't have valid insurance.
I didn't want to break the law.
I don't want to do it. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on here.
Traffic laws are very important to me.
Yeah, I am sorry, but I don't want tickets. My insurance is going to go through the roof over here.
I don't have any, but it'll go through the roof when I get it.
When I get it, the rates are going to be ridiculous. So in the search of Tommy's room while they're doing this, they find a lot of evidence. They find the .45 caliber pistol, two 22 caliber revolver, blood-stained khakis with the victim's blood all over them. Two empty 22 caliber cartridge boxes, Giorgio Galera's gym photo identification card.
We can stop looking now.
And 14 gun magazines, like combat handguns, handgunning. It sounds like a lovely
magazine.
Handgunning, and guns and weapons. Okay, then
that sounds like just finger gun guy. A whole bunch of guys going like that.
Boom, boom. Then a price list for crime-related activities, like his price list that he's going to put out. I'll do crimes for you for his business.
Menu, if you will.
Yeah. His menu. This included fake IDs, credit card frauds, and things like that. So this was like a thing. They also found a pair of black gloves. This is Vreeland's gloves, an empty wallet, which is Galera's, bags of clothes and paperwork. Then also handwritten song lyrics about killing people Tommy had.
He writes songs too.
And 5 strips of paper taped above a coat hook. God damn it, we're running out of time. There's so much more to this. I don't know what to do here. This is crazy. There's so much more to this fucking story.
5 strips of paper.
5 strips of paper taped above a coat hook. Handwritten in marker in Tommy's handwriting. They read weapons spot 1. Anyone else, we all kill you. Then one said Joe's spot. Anybody else, he kill you too. Tom's spot. Anybody else, he kill you too. Jason's spot. Anybody else, I kill you. Then Cocoa Puff's spot. By the way, we have no idea who Cocoa Puff is, and we'll never find out. It says Cocoa Puff spot. I'll kill you.
All right.
Okay. Now, his both the confessions line up perfectly with forensics and physical evidence. It's crazy. Then they find out also they charge him with the Adventure Zone robbery there. Then they talked to Mike Conklin, who participated in the robbery, and Mike said after the murder he talked to Tommy. Tommy came out, stuck his hand out, and said, how does it feel to shake the hand of a killer?
Oh, Jesus.
He's such an idiot, man. He's such a fucking idiot. By the way, Jeremy Giordano's cousin Nicholas said, there are some people in my family who've never come to terms with Jeremy's death. Some people consider him Saint Jeremy. I live with this every day. Every day I think about it.
That's fucked up.
They charged Tommy with 16 counts of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you can imagine. Murder and robberies and this while
marijuana
doing this.
Possession.
Felony murder. They didn't charge him with that.
They didn't get him with eventual marijuana possession?
No. Someday. The state will seek the death penalty on Tommy.
Yeah.
Because he's over 18. Jeremy's only 17 and they can't seek or Jason's only 17. They can't seek the death penalty against him. Yeah, he's a minor. So anyway, Tommy, while awaiting trial, is charged with heroin possession in prison or in jail after him and other inmates received smuggled heroin.
Idiot.
Then in July, they're talking about him pleading guilty.
He might.
And he's saying he's going to plead guilty, but then he tries to kill himself with an overdose of prescription pills and changes his mind.
Has it dawned on him how fucked he is? Is that what happened?
I guess so. He's going to plead guilty and sit there forever. So during the trial, death penalty on the table.
Yeah.
They're going to allow the strips with the names on it, the Cocoa Puff thing. Now they insist it's a Stripes reference. The movie Stripes with Bill Murray.
John Candy,
Harold Ramis, and Judge Reinhold and all those guys. They insist it's a Stripes reference. Even Jason Kelly the guy who gave him the bullets, testified that it is a Stripes reference and that it was a joke among their friends. Don't know.
Okay.
The trial court said, no, they're all coming in. The price list is allowed in, the gun magazines, that's to say he was experienced with guns and knew what he was doing, and his confession, everything's allowed in.
All right.
A detective reads his song lyrics about killing people in a deadpan voice to the jury, which...
It's a bad rate.
If a detective reads anybody's lyrics, I mean, you could take the greatest lyrics in the world. You could sit in there with just a fucking list of Nas lyrics. It would sound horrible coming from a deadpan detective.
Mom's spaghetti.
Yes, over and over. And he says, quote, about killing people, you can kill by, and then it's illegible, or on by guns. One night you break in somebody home and you take their money and kill by drive something illegible down the road and shout and shouting by the big heads the best. Those are lyrics. They don't rhyme.
Bad.
So they bring everybody in. The friend who, a Dunkin' Donuts employee who saw them on the payphone.
Yeah.
You name it. Everybody, the people who, the girl who heard him talk, the Jason Kelly guy, everything. The defense case is, he didn't really do this, what are you talking about? That's basically their case.
He wasn't there.
Their case is, but he's a fucked up kid. He's got mental illness.
Yeah.
So they bring shrinks in to say he's got mental
his grandma's
illness.
house?
It's all fucked up.
Yeah.
So verdict comes in. Unsurprisingly, he's guilty.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, after he's guilty to that, on the same verdict sheet, they say, did Tommy, by his own conduct, fire the bullet or bullets that killed Jeremy, yes or no? Unanimously, they vote yes. Now, that makes it go to the penalty phase, and now the death penalty can be used.
Got
If
it.
any of them said no, they can't have the death penalty. There's like a double, safety mechanism there, so there's not just random death penalties given out.
Sure.
So they sentence him. During sentencing, they bring up a lot of mitigating witnesses talking about how horrible his childhood was.
Yeah.
His grandmother fed him pills. His uncle fucking fed him drugs, this shit.
His parents grew up together.
Yeah, the Kelly family said that Tommy helped them out that's Jason Kelly's father. When Robert had cancer, he ran errands. He's kind. His uncle Lenny takes the stand.
Oh, boy.
And says, quote, let me tell you something and I'll tell everyone in this courtroom. I'll tell anybody in the whole world and I mean it. This comes from the heart. I would switch places with that boy right now, today, in a heartbeat. Give me his sentence. Let him go home. That's what he says.
That's not how it works.
He said, I did this. This is my fault.
Oh.
He said, this is my fault. I put him on this road. I fucked him all up. And he said that it's something to do with basically a psychological breaking point. And he said, everybody has a point. He said, I had that point too. But mine happened when I was in jail. He just happened to be out on the street, so he could do more about it.
So you want to let him back out to do it again?
He said, everybody in my family's dysfunctional. Tommy released his anger at the age of 18. I let it out in the Sussex County Jail. I let it out in reform schools. They talk about that. He said, the very people in this institution right here name me a menace to society, a poor risk to the community, and I've been proven that time after time. Give me the lethal injection. Give me his sentence right now. Let me switch seats with that boy and give him psychologists. Find out what made him do it so you can teach the other kids not to.
Wow.
He says that my life got all fucked up. They said, what happened to your life to turn it on? He said, my mother's former lesbian lover, who was a bossy, mean drunk, hog-tied me for 3 days when I was little and beat me up because I tried to set fire to her bedroom.
Oh, okay.
He said, I wanted them dead.
That's a fascinating day.
Then about the house he grew up in, he said, I found cleaner living conditions in abandoned buildings in Harlem. Rats and dirty syringes were next to me, and I was much happier.
Wow.
They bring in the dad to say, I told him I loved him the least of all my children, and he says he did that.
I got to get home to fuck my sister.
Gotta go fuck my sister now. Bye. Then they bring in a psychiatrist that says that he's been receiving whispers from an evil false prophet. He believes he can predict the future, and that on this year, in 1998, the Chinese were planning to invade America on July 1st. That's a prediction he wants everyone to know about. Mm-hmm. He said, quote, he's a very disturbed young man. He is mentally ill. Okay. The prosecution rebuttal was, who fucking cares? This was premeditated as shit. Then they bring out Loretta Giordano, Jeremy's mother.
Oh, no.
I love this lady. She's a wonderful woman. She reads a 15-page victim impact statement about how much great her son was, and also that her son was super into Jesus and religion and all that kind of shit. Okay. Then on cross-examination from the defense counsel, they ask her a question, and this could go either way. They hear she's real religious, and they say, what's your family's views on the death penalty? She says, this is a great, very, very, this is what, like, I think if you're going to be Jesus-y, this is how you should be. This is Jesus-y stuff here. Quote, my whole family would like to see Thomas Koskovich take the evil that he's done and turn his life over to Christ. We're not in favor of the death penalty. I would like the jury to evaluate everything according to what they feel their job is to do and according to the laws, according to how they feel they have to answer to their God.
Oh.
We're not into it. So the jury, on the other hand, says, you, sir, may fuck off, death penalty. They are into it.
We'll answer later.
But if it's, okay, the whole point is if it's for the victim's family and they don't want it, then what the fuck are we doing? It's silly. Anyway.
It's very funny that they were like, we'll take your words, lady. We'll answer it another day.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Vreeland also has a trial. He's tried as an adult, but no death penalty. He is also found guilty as well, obviously. It's the same evidence. For him, though, you, sir, may fuck off life plus 35 years.
Okay.
Eligible for parole in 2044 when he's 65.
Jeez. This is, wow. He's still not, he's right in the middle of it now.
Yep. Tommy appeals and gets the death penalty taken away. By the way, the state appealed also, saying it was error to let Loretta Giordano testify about her opposition to the death penalty. It's fine when the victim's families come up there and say, please put this guy to death for that's fine. But then when they come up and go, we don't believe in it. No. That's what I mean. They rig it against it. It's the same reason you have to have a death qualified jury, which is 12 people who say that they believe in the death penalty rather than having some. So it's crazy.
That's wild. Why can you do that?
I don't know. He gets resentenced though here to his earliest parole date will be 2072 when he's 94 years old.
The fact that he gets that opportunity is insane.
He's going to be 94. What opportunities?
He should not have. It should be life without. No fucking chance.
There is no chance. He's going to be 94. What do you think he's going to do? Rob pizza guys at 94?
94,
if he makes it to 94, spending 75 years.
He does.
Who cares? That'd be funny as shit. Yeah, let him live there forever. No pizza.
He'll have a heart attack when he walks out the door.
Now there's a civil lawsuit where the family, the Gallara family, sues Tommy Koskovich, they sue Vreeland, and they sue Adventure Sport for not having a goddamn irresponsible gun fucking thing.
Done. Yeah.
So anyway, the way that works is there's a settlement with figures for the combined civil claims appear to be in the range of $17 million. So we don't know how that's split up, but the boys aren't paying shit. Adventure Sport probably
But there's a settlement. They got it.
Yeah. 2007, New Jersey abolishes the death penalty. He ends up, by the way, Tommy starts writing Marshall Project essays and shit like that. And there's a book, David Laoza, called The Pizza Killers, that Tommy's family's very angry about because they say he lied and didn't talk to Tommy.
Why?
Called him a liar. There you go, everybody. There is Franklin, New Jersey.
What a story.
That's what a story, Mark. That's a crazy fucking story. And honestly, we might have been able to do a regular full-length episode on that.
Possibly, just on all the aftermath.
There's so much to cover with all the aftermath. But, we didn't want the story to be 2 hours of court proceedings. So we did it this way.
I hope the Giordano's got taken care of, very well taken care of.
I hope so.
That's fucked scenario of how he got the gun in the first place.
I hope Adventure Sport just didn't claim bankruptcy. I don't know how that works. I hope not. But either way, there's New Jersey, Franklin and Franklin Borough, however you want to say it. There it is. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this show, get on whatever app you're on. Give us 5 stars. Give a thumbs up on Netflix. It helps a lot. Thank you. And it's literally this.
It's right there. Yeah.
So you have to do.
It's on your remote.
You know how hard this was?
You don't have to stand up.
You could be whacking off. You could be.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
If this is what you
Whatever
do
you
it
got.
to, this is what you do it to.
That's fine. Well, I figure it's over now.
Yeah.
You click it not while it's playing. That would be
Who
weird.
cares? There was brother and sister fucking in this.
Here's two dudes in their 40s talking about murder. That'd be fucking weird. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Definitely head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets for September 18th, Milwaukee at the Pabst. September 19th, Minneapolis State Theater. Get your tickets, Minneapolis. What are you people doing? Get in there and do that. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Patreon.com/crime in sports. $5 a month or above. You get everything that we put out. Hundreds of back bonus episodes. New shit all the time. As soon as you subscribe, you get almost 400 episodes. Then you get one crime in sports, one small town murder every other week. This week, crime in sports, Christian Power Team.
Yeah.
Bending rebars, yelling about Jesus while they're taking steroids, and there's some scandal. Small town murder, internet salad. Let's go over and make fun of everything that's going on in the world. That's a lot of fun. Can't wait to do that. Patreon.com/crime in sports. And you get everything we put out ad-free as well. And you get a shout out at the end of the regular show. You can't beat it. Let's do that. You want to find us, shutupandgivememurder.com has links to social media, everything you could possibly want. Whew, that said, till next week, everybody. It's been our pleasure.
Bye.